Hey guys, video number two because your dad's on a roll, so why not? Um, I actually just got the first video uploaded, and I had something else come to mind, um, so I figured I'd just talk about it real quick. Um, Hopefully, you see this video before you make some stupid decision, but one of the benefits of being humans is we all make stupid decisions from time to time. Really, the only thing we're entitled to is death. And I don't say that glibly or to be negative. It's just true, right? That's like the one sure thing in this life is we're all going to die. But along the way, we make some good decisions and some bad decisions. And uh, I was the reason why this came up is because this hair. See my hair doesn't look too bad right now, but this is when Anna tried to bleach it nice and blonde, and it turned up being really kind of orangey yellow. And I got a lot of comments at work from people. I know for me, it's kind of out of the ordinary to do anything like that. This is the first time I've ever colored my hair ever, you know. So I was almost 40 before I did that. And the decision to do it, I knew wasn't a permanent one. This was done a couple months back. I think right around my birthday. Um, it's been haircut a couple times. I imagine one or two more haircuts, and it's gonna look back kind of normal. But the point is, it brought me some attention, and I thought it was interesting because I normally don't care too much what people think, and yet part of my personality is the fear of rejection of the tribe or the people around me. And while no one rejected me, I did get some comments that made me go, "Huh," and left me kind of feeling like, "Eh." And again, part of me was like, "Yeah, whatever. Like, it's my hair. I don't care what you think." But there was another part of me that I didn't expect that kind of got a little bit hurt, which was interesting. Now, was this life changing? No. Is this something that is going to, spiral me into a depression? No. But I did find it interesting just knowing you kids and knowing that sensitivity wise, you're probably a little bit more sensitive than me. And I don't say that as a negative thing. I think emotionally, you guys are much more capable than I am about being empathetic and you especially, you just feel so much more deeply than I do. Um, while I still feel and I still have emotion and I can still be moved by emotion, my savior personality function is logic and thinking. And so sometimes emotions kind of come up and they creep up on me without me expecting them. And um, anyway, the point is knowing that you guys are affected much more by emotion than I am, or that you're a little bit more sensitive to it, with the exception of maybe August. He's still too young and he's a turd. But um, look at the decisions that you're making and try to project out what could happen because of them. Coloring your hair may not be a big deal. Um, where you work may or may not be a big deal. Uh, who you date or maybe even choose to marry, if you do that, may or may not be a big deal. But actually, that one is a pretty big deal because that's a person you're choosing to completely turn your life over to, and hopefully they're doing the same for you, right? That they're sharing that with you, and that is a big deal. I don't know why I said it couldn't be a big deal, but anyway, and that can affect you for the long haul in ways that you probably wouldn't even begin to understand until you were, knee deep in it, good or bad. Tattoos aren't really permanent anymore. However, they are expensive. Getting them removed is expensive. And I'm not saying don't get a tattoo. That's actually not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying before you do something, especially something big, especially if it's going to affect your appearance, um, just think about the consequences. Uh, and if you're okay with the consequences that you can at least foresee, then by all means, by all means. Sometimes we do things that have unintended consequences that we couldn't even see. Um, one example of this would be I was talking to a gal at work, and I was asking her some questions about a movie, an older movie that kind of poked fun at a certain racial group. And I, honest to goodness, didn't know it was really poking fun. I mean, I can see it now, but anyway, she just happened to be part of this racial group, and that's why I was asking her, because some of what was being portrayed was in a different language. So I was asking her about the language and stuff, and um, I wasn't actively making fun of it, but I was kind of laughing about it because I thought some of it was funny, and um, that apparently really hurt her. And of course, my intention was not to hurt her at all. My intention was not racist in the least. My intention was not to do anything bad other than kind of understand it and maybe laugh a little bit. A week or two later, she came up to me and she confronted me about it. She was really upset. She said my actions were racist and this, that, or the other. Um, I had no idea it was even going to go to there. I'm glad she came to me and not to HR, because that could have been a whole different ball game. And if she would have been a different person and gone to HR, maybe I wouldn't have my job, even though I really meant nothing by it. Um, and that was a consequence I honestly didn't foresee. I didn't think it was like a big life altering moment. I really didn't. I just use it as an example of something you can do that you might think is small or inconsequential, and yet potentially could have a lot of ramifications in your life. Now, that's not to say either that you should live in silence or that you should live in fear of everything you say. We live in the United States of America. By all means, you should be able to have the ability to say whatever you want. But just remember, everything you do has a consequence. Again, I'm grateful that she chose to come to me and not HR, because that could have been bad. I'm grateful that we were able to work things out between the two of us as adults. But the things you do, big or small, are going to have consequences. Sometimes my mouth gets ahead of my brain. Sometimes my mouth gets ahead of the filters that go up to kind of block things. Um, yeah. So just try to think a little bit before you act, but most especially in the big things. Love you.